Sometimes you reach on the 15th, you've done nothing. The month ends, you have done nothing. And then this is what you say, there is still more time. I will do it. Why? Because you lack the focus. And that's a character trait that you can learn, that you can borrow. That is why we have people signing up for mentorship who are saying that, you know what, I need accountability. I have failed on my own. I have failed, clearly. I have good thoughts. I have good dreams. I have written them down. I have prayed for them. I've even somersaulted while praying. I have prayed in tongues. I have done. But getting to acting is a problem. So you sign up to a mentorship where you can be held accountable. We ask you, how far? We don't see. What are you doing? What are you working on today? Because we lack focus. And I don't want to take so long with this, but we talked about consistency. How many of us remember that the time we talk about consistency? Were you, okay, I'm seeing most hands up. Yes, you can say, I just lack the issue of being, I'm not consistent. I will do something good today, this week, and then next week I will relax. And then, because I know what I have to do. All of us, guys, don't we know what it takes to be successful? All of us know what it takes to be successful. Even when you earn small money, you know what it takes for you to earn more money. Am I lying? But some of us are held back by fear. Some of us, we are indecisive. Maybe now if I get out of this job and I don't get another job, this will be the end of me. If I get out of this relationship and, how will any man even love me? Some people have been indecisive. They're keeping in a relationship not because they love it, but they're indecisive. Okay? So, character traits. I want you to look to be, and the issue here, you have to be very honest with yourself. Because you can come to me and maybe you'll fail to be very honest with yourself. Or you will give me the shallow answers, the things that you want me to know. But when you go deep down, you know, I am the only one that is standing in the way of my success. I am the only one that is standing in the way of my being happy in this marriage. I am the only one that is standing in the way of launching my children into having a good future. I am the only one that is standing in my way. No one is standing in my way. What? Ngambe mizimu jabajajange. Ancestral spirits, where are they? Wanji? Do not blame ancestral spirits if you fail to decide. Do not blame ancestral spirits if you fail to focus. Okay? That is why we said when we were beginning the second quarter that we are in the hunting season. The settling season is done. And we said that the time for reckless decisions is done. We are in the hunting season. When you're hungry for progress, you look for everything that will keep you going. You will crawl if you must. If you can jump, you will jump. If you will fly, you can fly. If you must crawl, you must crawl. If you don't know how to crawl, I would rather hold on coach's heels. I'm like, let me hold on to whatever is moving because it is going to move me. Do you get the trick? If you have the energy to jump and move yourself, move yourself. But if you don't have hold to anything that is moving, hold on to anything that is moving. So if you find someone that has caught fire, don't be full of yourself to say that, I'm enough, me, I don't want to be seen, like I am begging, like, I'm holding on to other people. Like, no, sometimes someone has the spark that you need in order to light the fire in you. So hold on to them. Put down your pride. Because some of the character traits that put us down is the pride that fills and saturates our minds. And so when we look at everyone, even those that have progressed, we are like, we frown at them. Those that have not made it, we look down on them. And then when we look at ourselves, when you're so full of yourself, you can't be honest with yourself. You lie to yourself all the time, right? Okay, so all the character traits, we can't go into that, but I know for sure we can get them. Let's go to number 2, competence. Now, if it's not character trait, ask yourself, where am I lacking? Number 2, competence. If I don't have that particular skill, can I learn it? In the mentorship, we talk about authoring books. We talk about public speaking. We talk about, and there's so many people that have come to the mentorship. They were coaches already practicing, but they just didn't know their niche. They just didn't know what they were so passionate about. They just didn't know how to market themselves. They just didn't know how to be strategic. Right? So competence is very, very, very important if you are to get unstuck. I want you to ask yourself, what skill don't I have? What do I need in my life? Okay? And there's something that I was thinking about today, that sometimes we get lost in ourselves and we think we are so good. But if you're not getting what you want, I want you to question yourself and ask, maybe I am not as good as I thought I was. Right? Sometimes we don't get what we want because we are not as good as we thought we were. The moment we face that truth, it's like a skeleton looking at you. You know when you have to question yourself, and you know what? I have not learned the public speaking skills that I need in order to move a room, in order to move an audience. And so, because you've been speaking a lot and speaking kumu does not mean that you're a public speaker, or it does not mean that you're good. So when you question yourself and you're like, maybe I'm not as good as I thought. Maybe I need to learn. The people that are doing it, how are they doing it? The people that have made it, why is it that it's not thousands or millions that have made it? There are people that we can count them on the hand that have actually made it. That means there's something special they are doing and something that I can learn. So, take no offense when I say, maybe you have not gotten what you want in life because you are not as good as you thought you were. So your business is dying because you have not learned the art of public, or even not even public speaking, but communication. The art of connecting. You know, when you connect with me, there is a way I will see things in a different light. Sometimes our relationships are dying because we have not learned how to speak, how to stand up for ourselves. Okay? So ask yourself, what skill do I need? Because sometimes it's not even about everything else that we think we need, but the strategy. That's a skill. The strategy. If you ask me these years have been so profitable and so good, and so many lives have been touched, I will tell you there is a strategy behind everything that I do. I will tell you there is a team behind everything that I do. Thinking, you know what, today I can make a difference in one person's life, and that is enough. Even if I don't say a lot, even if I don't change the whole world, one person is enough. Because then that person is going to start a chain of reactions, of transformation in other people's lives. Okay? So, I need you to be able to look into the competence, your life. Why is your business dying? Why is your relationship dying? Why are your children the way they are? Why is your career the way it is right now? What other skills do you need to learn in order for your career to shoot, or in order for your career to actually go on? The character traits, sometimes for career you have to move out in order to move up. Sometimes you have hit the glass ceiling. That's all you have in that environment to grow. There is no more growth for you. And so while you are there, God, I need promotion. Promoting you to where? To the roof. So sometimes we need discernment as well. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is as much as I could do in this place. And I think my time here is done. Okay? Let's go on to the last one and make sure that we know exactly. This is something that I usually talk about. And it's as simple as confidence. This determines whether you will show up and how you will show up. Confidence. Some of us are stuck because we are not confident. Character traits. Number 2. Competence. Number 3. Confidence. So you have the 3 C's. Character traits, competence, confidence. Confidence determines whether you will show up and how you will show up. Because after getting the character traits that you so much wanted, after acquiring the competence that you want, Okay? What determines whether you will show up for yourself is the confidence. You can have all the competence. I have seen people that have gone to doctorate. Have you seen them? They have all the books in the world, but they lack confidence. So, studying a lot does not equate to being confident. No. Have you seen people who are really good in this world? That they are agreeable, they are very nice, they have good character traits, what you would call good in life. But they are not making any headway in life. Because in order to act out the courageous way, you have to be confident. In order to even say, you know what, let me go and get that skill that I want, you have to be competent and confident to actually knock on some doors. In order for you to make a sale, you have to be confident. In order for you to show up, you have to be confident. So next time you are stuck, I want you to ask yourself, where in these three things am I lacking? Is it in my character? Is it in my competence? Is it in my confidence? Okay? Let's start with this question. Now, this was, hello, I'm so glad to be here today. I'm stuck in a relationship for 5 years and this person is not ready to commit. He's asking for more time. He claims that he loves me and he wants to be with me, but the time is not on my side. I'm really stuck. I am really stuck. I tried engaging myself in several relationships, but things didn't work out, so I am stuck with him. So stuck appears twice. Now, when it comes to this, I want you to go back into character traits. That is where we get the decisiveness and the discernment. If someone has strung you along for 5 years, it's possible that this person actually loves you, but we will know by their fruits and what they do in your life. There is someone, being that they're involving you in their lives, and they are being decisive about you, and you know everything about their lives, and you are content, you would never have written this question. The reason as to why you wrote this question is because there are so many red flags, and you don't know whether you should stick in there and fight or get out. So because of the discernment and the decisiveness, that is where you will say, you know what? I am not going to indulge in other relationships, and self-respect and self-control. Those are character traits. I am not going to indulge in other relationships while I am still with this person. I am going to call off this relationship. I'm going to tell this person that, you know what? I'm really time bad, and I want to ask, time bad, where are you going? How old are you? Want you? Because I have people 22 years and 24 years who are telling me they are very time bad. These days, 19 years think they will never find men to marry them. 19 years. Okay? So, if you put down this relationship and you're like, you know what? Given the fact that we have moved 5 years minus progress, I don't think we are doing the right thing. So I want to make it simple for you and for me. Let's put down this relationship because we are not working towards commitment. If you and I ever come to a place where we're talking about commitment and we are placing dates on the table, even if it's 2 years from now, and we are saying, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do, and I'm involving you in my future, I'm involving you in my life, and I'm giving you that mindset of, do whatever you do as I do what I do, but this is where we meet, and this is how we commit, and this is how we officialize. Because a person that does not want to commit will never talk about commitment. Or if they talk about commitment, they will talk about it, but their words are going to be far away from their actions. Okay? So, when you say, you know what, let's put this relationship down, sometimes you must be willing to lose in order to gain. Because sometimes someone does not commit because they are thinking, maybe there's someone better than this one that is coming. So let me keep this one around so that when someone better or someone with better, whatever it is, when they come, then I can be able to go with them. Let me tell you, someone that is making you hang around or stringing you along, you will know. Your heart, God created our intuition with our best interest at heart. Your intuition will be unsettled. So if your intuition is unsettled, it's as good as don't be in a panic. Tell them that, you know what, since you're still single, I'm still single, let's pause on this relationship. Let's call it off. You know, go on with your life, I go on with my life. If God ever permits that we meet again, we can get married. But if you find me gone, well and good. Yeah, and then avail yourself to other people. Because then you're being respectful, and you're being respectful to yourself first. Carry yourself with dignity. Cheating is the lowest form of foolery.